All right, Sydney is getting very, very cold. What a privilege it is to still be awake. It's been, 4 days since I run. My leg's actually hurting now. My whole left foot is all swollen, but it's good. What a blessing and what a privilege it is to suffer. And today, my thoughts revolve around the typical consistency over intensity, why repetitive is far more valuable than just a bunch of effort. It falls under that whole guise or that whole premise of maximal effort will never ever come close to beating consistent effort. Why is this the case? It's that whole notion of maximum effort will never be able to overcome the power of repetitive, duplicative, multiplicative effort. I love math, so let's look at it math-wise. In any arena that's mediocre centric, whether it's like any arena of mediocre centric, you can define what's mediocre in your life. It is additive. What does that mean? It's all addition. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 6 plus 7 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 0. It's additive. Any arena that's mediocre centric is additive in nature. But when you think about it, any arena of success, whether it's a business, whether it's a sport, whether it's pursuing being a CEO, whether it's music, a talent, any arena of success doesn't revolve around the notions of additive. It fosters foundations that are exponentiating or multiplicative. So here is why big efforts, rarely done, never ever come close to consistent efforts, repetitively done. Why? Because in an arena of success, it's multiplicative. So it's 1 times 1 times 2 times 3 times 4 times 5. Here comes the difference. If at any point you hinder repetition or consistency with an input of 0, what ends up happening to the output? Because 1 times 2 times 4 times 100 times 200 times 1,000 times 25 times 65 times 0, no matter what, equals 0. And this is a scary thing between a job or any arena of success, or a mediocre-centric venture versus any arena of success, is a mediocre-centric venture is additive. In a job, for example, I'm using a job, but take it with whatever context you want. You can go to work and work and work and work. You miss a couple of weeks, you go on sick leave, you still get paid. Why? Because it's additive. It's 1 plus 1 plus 0 plus 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 4 plus 6. You are still going to get some output because the input follows an additive formula. But in any arena of success, it does not follow an additive formula. It follows an exponentiating formula, and exponentiating comes from a multiplicative foundation. So you can go 1 times 2 times 2 times 4 times 3 times 2. If at any point you have a 0 input, your output is going to be 0. That means you could have done so much work, so much work, so much work, so much work. But if you stop for a short period of time, that period of time where you stop produces an input of 0, meaning your output is 0. That's why so many people get frustrated with their lack of outcomes, because they feel like they're putting in input, but that input that they're putting in is coming in sporadically, not consistently. And the lack of consistency is always going to be far more superior than whatever the maximal input of work is. So if you're in the pursuit of any arena of success, only God knows, just make sure you're not in the pursuit of intense, inconsistent effort, because the multiplicative effect will let you down. It is a privilege to have inputs that are exponentiating, to have outputs that produce insane results. Don't let an exponentiating factor lead to 0. Otherwise, your output will lead to 0.